Welcome to Lucky XDP. I'm DP,
I'm Lucky.
and we just watched The Strangers 2008. So I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a 8.5 or 9 out of 10, mainly because, yeah, it is scary. One of the mentor teachers that I've been working with was telling me about this movie and how much it scared her, and mainly because of the reason that it's realistic and it could happen. God forbid it ever does. But all I'm going to say is that this movie was really well done. The creepiness was really well done. Barely any of the characters, the bad people spoke, which made it all the more creepy, scary, and more unsettling whenever they popped up behind, just like The Conjuring would do with their demons and everything. I think that if this is based on a true story, I wonder if the next few movies that are coming out are also part of what actually happened, or if they're just going off to have their own cash grabs. But this movie was really good. It was creepy, gave me goosebumps. The ending was probably the scariest part for me, as it gave me really unsettling vibes. And truly, I think this movie was really well done, and it just shook me to my core. It really did. It could really happen. So protect yourselves,
Yeah, I mean, The Strangers, 2008. I give it a 10, my first 10 that I've given since we've come back. This movie was, and always has been, the most realistic horror can get. What I mean by this is, to DP's point, these are people. This isn't driven by a demon. There is no ulterior motive that comes from these people to anybody's knowledge. They do it because it's enjoyment to them. And there was a lot of unsettling parts of this film. Number one, don't answer your door at 4 a.m. Because, the girl asks a question of, is Tamara home? And once they opened the door and said, what are you talking about? We don't know Tamara around house. That was their cue that they were home and they were available to be tormented. Secondly, what I would also like to point out is at the end, they tie both the boyfriend and girlfriend up, and that's when they remove the masks. We don't get to see the faces. Viewers, I thought that was a genius play by the director, because I feel like it's playing on the fear of you don't know who they are. And then they learn who they are, and that messes with their heads. So 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It was a great soundtrack, great film.
I'm not gonna lie, the scariest parts of these movies are just the intentions of these characters, of these villains. Like, they don't have any ulterior motive. They don't have any motive for doing this, just the same as Art the Clown did not have a single motive to kill people. He just did it because he enjoyed it. And it's the same thing with these people. Like, they ask, why are you doing this to us? And they don't give a reason. They're just sadistic.
They said because you were home.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, no reason, which is the scariest part. Personally, it just shows how scary, like, a person who's completely out of their mind can be. And another scary part was the camera at the beginning. Was the cameraman having a stroke? Like, why was he moving the camera so much? Like he just got shaky when he saw the female character. Like, he was just trembling in his boots. It was insane. Like, I understand it for the horror aspect. Great stuff, because it makes it, as Lucky has mentioned before during the movie, it gives the appearance of a person being stalked. Great. Are they being stalked while they're having their honeymoon too? Probably. But just chill on the camera movement, y'all. I'm not trying to have a headache watching a movie.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, DP, the shaky camera in the beginning was a little bit obscene. It was a little bit too forward. Throughout the film, it makes a lot of sense, from the woods angles and stuff like that, where it's like you could hear breathing in the background. But the last thing I want to ask, right, and this is to the audience, let us know in the comments if you guys have dug up any fan theories for this, because I do know this movie is a cult classic at this point. So let me know if you guys have dug up anything on The Strangers, because I've heard things float around like maybe they escaped an asylum, maybe their ex-prison mates. Let me know what your guys' fan theories are. Let me know what you guys believe. Keep us updated, because I find this series super fascinating, and the third movie will be coming out shortly, I heard, as well.
That'd be very interesting to check out, so definitely keep an eye out. Well, that's it for our nightly horrors right here. Probably won't be able to sleep tonight, but it's okay. But don't forget to de-stress,
Progress,
let your mind rest. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll have more videos to come as new horror movies keep coming out within the next few months, so stay tuned. And we can't wait to get those out to you and a bunch of other content that we're working on as well. So have a good night, peace out, good luck.